House Republicans are revealing key committee assignments.
Republicans rewarding the far-right contingent that they just can't seem to break free of. 4 of the most extreme MAGA election deniers got seats on the House Oversight Committee: Marjorie Taylor Greene, Scott Perry, Lauren Boebert, and Paul Gosar. Now, just to refresh your memory, all 4 voted to overturn the 2020 election. But Gosar also can't stop speaking at white nationalist conferences, which he did as recently as last year, as did Marjorie Taylor Greene, where this happened.
Can we give a round of applause for Russia? Yes. Absolutely, absolutely.
In addition to the House Oversight Committee, Marjorie got a plum spot on the, and I wish I were making this up, Homeland Security Committee. So even though the Department of Homeland Security and the FBI have repeatedly said that white supremacists are the biggest domestic terrorism threat to our country, Kevin McCarthy gave someone who speaks at their conferences a seat on the committee that oversees Homeland Security.
Congressman George Santos, the truth-challenged Republican who grossly embellished his resume and life experience while running for election, was awarded seats on 2 congressional committees.
That's despite mounting legal issues and growing calls for his resignation.
He was assigned to the Small Business Committee and the Space, Science, and Technology Committees.
Cassidy Hutchinson told the January 6th committee that Greene bragged about the number of her QAnon follower constituents who were in Washington on the 6th to back Trump's attempts to stay in office.
Then January 6th happens, and next thing you know, I organized the whole thing along with Steve Bannon here. And I want to tell you something, if Steve Bannon and I had organized that, we would have won. Not to mention, it would have been armed.
George Santos, Alyssa, he is charged with financial fraud in Brazil. Let me give our viewers a little bit more details about that. This is according to documents obtained by CNN. Santos admitted to stealing a man's checkbook that was in his mother's possession to purchase clothing and shoes in 2008. Santos confessed to forging the man's signature on 2 checks to purchase clothes and shoes costing approximately $1,313. Someone who is charged with financial fraud and defrauding a small business is going to be on the Small Business Committee.
Kevin McCarthy doesn't have control over this faction of his caucus, the QAnon caucus, and they're willing to do and say anything and powwow with white nationalists and use racism to turn out the vote.
Kevin McCarthy literally sold his soul